everybody, Dan Stovacin, your Bronco headquarters. Unfortunately, I got some bad news today. Ford has shut down production of the Bronco for at least 1 week. That is ongoing this week. We are not sure if next week will be shut down as well, but we've lost a whole week of production here. What does that mean for you? Well, when you lose a whole week, that's a ton of cars. So it delays everything. So any timelines that we were hoping for are probably pushed back, and it's not just a week because you've lost that and it compounds. So you're talking about weeks upon weeks when you lose the production because they have to ramp back up. Plus, and some of you already know this, there are a lot of Broncos being held at plant right now, and there's two problems going on. There's a national shortage of drivers, so it's very hard to get vehicles on trucks. When your Bronco is complete, it may sit at a rail yard, it may sit at the plant, waiting for a truck to come pick it up, and sometimes that wait can be an extended period of time. It's a terrible situation, but there's really no way around it. All manufacturers are facing this. Secondly, because of the microchip shortage, there have been thousands of Broncos built without enough chips that are being held at plant, waiting for the chips to come back in. So what happened is they thought they had enough chips, they're running the plant, they run out. They go ahead and build all the ones that have materials set up for. They set those Broncos aside, they shut down the factory, they wait to get the resupply of chips. Hopefully they'll start back up next week, but it may add another week, we don't know yet. And then once they re-gear up, they have to get the plant running and get that, in sync. And then they'll grab the ones that have already built and they'll start putting chips in them and they'll ship. Here's the unfortunate part. There is no clarity whatsoever on how long it will take an individual one. Like if you call me and say, how long is it going to take to get that microchip in there and get it to me? That's an impossibility. I cannot answer that question. I wish I could. So those of you that have one that's produced waiting on a chip, and there's several of you out there, it could be months. We just don't know. Those of you that have not been scheduled yet, like I said, this is going to affect timing. So you're probably looking at whatever we're hoping for. You're going to need to add a month, maybe 2 months to that. Those of you that have been scheduled, you're in line, just push that back a few weeks, okay? Unfortunate news. Hopefully that's the only delay we have, but like I've been saying from the beginning, I try to give you very, very conservative timelines because things like this happen. There's so much uncertainty in the production process. This stuff happens. There is a blockade on the Canadian border of all these truck drivers. Now they have to drive another hundreds and hundreds of miles to get around and get in the United States. Ford has a plant there, not the Bronco plant. They have a plant that builds vehicles, and they have an engine plant there. That doesn't build the Bronco engine either. But why I'm telling you this is because this sort of stuff happens. It seems like on a weekly basis. So we hit these roadblocks over and over and over again. And that's why I try to give you an extremely conservative estimate. So hopefully we blow that estimate away and you get it quicker. But I want to give you fair warning. All right, unfortunate news, but there it is. Like I told you from the very beginning, I want to be as transparent as I can. If I have info, I want you to have that info. So there.